there, it's Amanda Englehart with Realty One Group Experience, and congratulations, your house is officially on the market. Congrats, that's exciting. So I wanted to go ahead and do a video and let you know kind of the top 3 things that happen in each stage of selling your home. There are 4 different stages. It's active, option pending, pending, and sold. So during the active phase, that is when we put the house on the market. We are doing open houses, we are doing advertising, we are available for showings. This is when buyers are gonna come in and out of the house and check it out, see if it fits their needs and price point. And so this is the fun part, when we're getting feedback, people are coming through, and then we'll get an offer. Once we accept an offer and negotiate terms on that, we are going to go to the option pending stage of the transaction. So during option pending, that's usually a 7 to 10 day period where the buyer is paying for the option to do due diligence on the home while we take it off the market. So they're going to call out an inspector and they're going to see if there's anything wrong with the home. Now, if we did the inspection beforehand, like my previous video, then this typically is a pretty easy week or so. If not, this is when we're going to figure out if there's anything that needs to be done on the home, negotiate if anything needs to be done before closing. And then there's also going to be 2 different checks that are going to come through. One is the option fee check, that's usually about $100, $150. That is going to go straight to you as the seller, and yes, you can cash it, yes, you keep it, and you don't have to give it back, so you can go and spend it. That is credited to the buyer at closing, but if they decide not to go forward, you still get to keep it. Woohoo! But obviously we want to close the deal, right? And then the other check is the earnest money. So when a buyer puts an offer on a house, then they're going to have to turn earnest money into the title company. It's usually about 1% of the sales price. And that is going to open title, and that is going to be there in the event that they back out during the contract. That is outside the option period, but before we actually close. So that's just a little safety net is the best way to put it. So we've accepted an offer, we've got the 2 checks turned in, and then we've got the inspection done and any negotiations done as well. Once that is all cleared and agreed on, we move to pending status. So during the pending status, that is when the appraiser is going to come out to the house and make sure that it's worth at least what we agreed to sell it for. The surveyor is also going to come out to the house and make sure that we know where the lot lines are, make sure that the house is the actual size that it's listed as. And this is also when lender and title are really working their hardest to make sure that title is clear, that all the people who own the home are agreeing to sell the home, and the buyer is who they say they are. The lender is making sure that the money is ready to go so that we can fund closing. So this is typically the slower part for you as the seller. That is when I am working with the buyer's agent, lender, and title company to make sure everything is working. So you kind of just get to hang out for these like week or 2. So it's a lot more behind the scenes. And then once we've got, it's called the clear to close. That is the best 3 words you can get in real estate. So it's what it says. We are clear to close, the buyer is ready to go, the house is ready to go, and you as the seller are ready to go. That typically is about 21 days after we accept the contract. And then in this phase, everything's cleared up. Once we get the clear to close, then we are setting up time to go to closing at the title company. This is when we are going to make sure that you are all packed up and moved and ready to move out of the house. You've got the new place, you've got the utilities set up, the house is deep cleaned again for the new owner. Once that is ready to go, we will go to closing at title, and that is when we will sign all the documents and agree to sell the house. Now, as a seller, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes for you to sign documents. It's a lot slower or shorter than it is for a buyer. And then once you've signed, once the buyer is signed, everything is processed by the lender and title company. Usually it will fund the same day or the day after. Once it funds, it means the money has been transferred over. You get your proceeds, buyer gets the keys, and everybody is happy and moving on to the next one. So once again, there are 4 different stages of selling a home. There's the active phase, the option pending, and then sold. So if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments below, or feel free to call or text at 281-797-7951. Talk to you soon. Bye.